Alright, guys, good morning. Little game recap from last night. If you weren't aware, and you should be, there's only one game this weekend. I moved my camera and stuff around, so I'm trying to figure out what's a good place. But if you weren't aware, there's no game Saturday night because it's 8:25 in the morning and it's already like a lot of sleet on the ground. I mean, I was sitting outside drinking coffee and it just started hammering sleet down. It's sticking to. It's really cold. So no game tonight in the Civic Center. So we played Topeka last night, which was a great game. A lot of people didn't come. I can get it. I'm sure you watched the game if you weren't able to make it, but in-house there was a lot of stuff you can't really see on camera very well. Seeing Topeka take a lot of dirty shots at Scantlebury, like, just like little, and it's just hockey. I mean, but just a lot of they were really trying to rile him up because he's on this. Like I think if he gets another match penalty, it could be a permanent suspension for the year. So I think they're trying to get him off the ice for good, which I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, there was they called it, I believe, interference last night, but the dude just come up behind Scantlebury, just laid him out, hit him in the back of the head, cross-checked him in the back of the head, laid him out on the ice. And the refs were like, "Oh, 2 minutes cross-checking." I'm like, dude, if we had done that, that'd have been a match penalty. Like that would have been an aggressor penalty. It would have been a match penalty. There's no way that would have been just a 2-minute interference. I say that to say that there were a lot of bad calls last night. I mean, even towards the third period, it was things that were happening all game, like little pokes, little stuff that they were letting slide in the third period. They were not, and they were calling that stuff, and it seemed like it was if one of our guys did it, they're calling it. If one of their guys did it, it's like, we didn't see it, or. And look, I've sat on the ice enough that I know that that's a fast-paced game and it's very hard to see everything that's happening. Heck, even sitting where I sit, I can't see everything. I miss stuff, but you know, I get missing things, but then I also get like no calls, and I see like uh one set of referees will call this a match penalty, like what I thought was a clear cross check from behind, which I don't know the rules all that well, but I just feel like that was pretty brutal. I mean, it's very dangerous, and if you're going to player safety, that is, if you're saying these calls are for player safety, that could kill. I mean, literally kill the guy. I mean, he could die from that. I mean, serious head injury. I think it was way more than a 2-minute interference call, right? We got a lot of penalties last night, and I think they were not. Some were non. They were just, one was a holding call, and one of their guys broke out. We come around him to kind of try to poke the stick around him, and I think he sold it well. Sorry, I didn't mean to clip the mic like that. Turn it down. I'm sure it's very loud then. Yeah. Well, no, it's only on 30. But he I'm sure the guy that we held, he sold it well. I mean, oh man, he fell all the way down flailing. It was good. It was a good, good gamemanship, but there were a lot of bad calls last night. They did a bad job on the ice, the referees did. And I'm not affiliated with the league in any way, and I can say, look, I know those guys are trying, but I don't think they were trying last night. I think there was a little bit of let's see if we can give Topeka a chance last night towards the end of the game, towards that last period. I really do believe that. But anyway, some of my game notes real quick. We have two shorties last night. If you're not aware, shorty is when we are down a man because of a power play for the other team. We're in a penalty kill situation, and we get a goal anyways. So Albrecht scores our first little shorty. Ballant does an empty net because they went ahead and pulled their goalie in the last, which I don't know. You were down by 3. I don't know why, or 2. So I guess maybe that would get you close. But they went ahead and pulled their goalie. We got the empty netter, which Ballant got that for us. I talked about Scantleberry's cross check in the second period. If you want to go back and watch it, someone recommended like putting some of the video clips up from some of this stuff, and I don't know. No, number one, don't know how to do that, and number two, I don't think I can. I think that's property of the FPHL, and I don't think they would allow that because I see like their podcasts that are directly associated with the FPHL that don't do that. It'd be something to look into, I guess, but yeah, it seems like a lot of work. I'm trying to make this a small, short podcast, but let's see. Masterneck was a wall last night. That dude, he held off a lot of shots. Topeka played a great game. I mean, really, this was solid hockey all the way around. I hate that I know people want to see these big blowouts and stuff, and 4-1 is pretty great in hockey. Um, but you know, Topeka had a really good defensive game. They were playing really good defense. They put us to the test. I think it was a test we needed. When you're playing, Biloxi all the time and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it starts to, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes it's not as challenging. But last night we were on our toes. In that first period, our guys kind of seemed like they came back in the second, and you know, it was a good game. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed being there. We were worried about the ice the whole time. Like I was like watching the weather. Like, oh man, I don't want. You don't know what to believe with this stuff. I mean, oh man, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so dangerous. And then the other one's like, it's just gonna pass over us and all. And then this morning, I'm sitting here going like, I think I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to Waffle House or something. And then no more than I say that, and I hear something. I go outside, and it's that sleet's hitting pretty bad. So. Real quick, the 3 stars of the game. Number 3, Yanni Learakos. Yeah, he got a goal, a couple of assists, I do believe. Good game for him. Number 2, Rasmus Ass. I think he got a couple of assists. He played really good last night. I seen him breaking up plays. Like, man, I'll say that our defense was doing great too. I mean, Topeka put on a really good show. They played very well, and so our defense stepped up last night. I seen them making plays that you know need to be made. They were back checking really well. Unfortunately, having to back check a lot, but that's Topeka. They were on their game. So our defense stepped up. Masternik stepped up. I mean, he's a great goalie. I mean, he's hot right now. So and number 1, of course, Austin Albrecht with two goals. I think an assist or so. I'm not sure. They don't really put those stats up. Well, they probably do, but I didn't check. But anyways, that's the game. Um, we are 17 win streak. Man, I'm looking forward to breaking that league record, and that's going to be tough. 'Cause I think we got some bad ones coming up. Just for information, if you didn't hear from the team site, tonight's game, Saturday night, the 24th of January, 2026, is canceled due to weather. So they're I don't know how they're going to make that up. They said it's going to be a makeup game, so keep your tickets. Maybe a later date or something like that. I don't see when you're going to get Topeka just to come down for one game. That seems like not going to happen to me. But I don't know. We'll see. It may be like they be in Biloxi one day or something, and they'll just have to stop by and be like a Tuesday night game or something. I don't know. We'll see. But they are going to try to make that game up. It happens. It's uncontrollable. The weather is bad enough that I wouldn't want to travel in this either. And I wouldn't want those guys having to travel in it either. Hopefully they got home safely last night, or this morning they're getting home safely. Uh, Otherwise, don't have a generator in your house. It will kill you. Like, do not have a generator in your garage or in your house. The exhaust will kill you. You won't even know it. You'll fall asleep and you'll just be dead. Don't do that. Be very careful. House fires happen a lot during these times. Um, the cords on small space heaters are not really meant to run off of generators directly. Uh, if you are going to have to use it, I get it, you got to do it, but put a surge protector on it. is what I think you need to do. Surge protector will, you know, cut it off when it overdraws amperage or anything. And give it a rest. That's a big thing, is run that heater for an hour or so and then turn it off and let it sit, let it cool off, let that cord. It's not the heater that's the problem, it's the cord. They pull a lot of amperage more than they should through those cords, and they get soft. They just get started heating up, and they'll melt, and they will catch on fire, and they will catch your house on fire very quickly. Electrical fires are much more difficult to put out than a lot of other fires. You need, if you do find yourself in a fire with electricity involved, you need to turn the source of power off first. Get away from it. Get your loved ones and yourself away from it. I mean, you don't need to try to fight a fire if you can help it. If you're running a generator, do have a fire extinguisher handy. These are just some tips from the guy who is also in the same situation as you. I'm sure the power's going out pretty soon because I live close to the highway and it started sleeting and traffic did not let up. So some idiot's gonna run off the highway into a pole pretty soon. And energy's not gonna send their guys out till it's clear. So can't blame them. I wouldn't want to be out there risking life and limb for someone's electricity. But that's where we're at. It's gonna be a rough weekend. I hope you all make it out safely. God bless you and go Mocs.